Hello, welcome back. It's your boy Mr. Green Hands. I'm out here. It's getting time for that fall garden setup. It's starting to get cold, it's starting to get damp, and it's starting to have all that spring, the summer garden stuff. It's time for them to be gone. And let me show you garden bed right now. I have some sweet peppers which are still hanging on for dear life in there. They ain't gonna get no bigger, but I hope they will. Some tomatoes I got blight. I'm gonna remove them today. Some cucumbers just right there. They're gotta go. And I got some brown cucumber over here. A couple of so-called cucumbers. I don't know what they think they were doing, but they didn't do. Some plants didn't do well, but it's still cucumbers at the end of the day. And I've started already to add my fall stuff. So this is some kale. I've got a couple of bits of kale in there, and I've added a couple of lettuce and some fresh. I've got 3 lettuce plants that I've stuck in here, and it's a beautiful rosella. It's not rosella. What am I saying? Rosella. What's rosella doing in my brain? This is Lota Rosa. See that redness on it? It's known for that big head of lettuce, and it can handle the cold up to a certain degree. So I'm taking a chance putting it over this side and see if it will do well. But for me to accomplish the rest of this, I need to remove all of these out of here. And I'm going to be adding some beautiful, amazing purple kohlrabi. Let me show you how beautiful they look, because I've just added them in there and I've sowed them. They are looking really ready to come out because they've got their true leaf on. And look at this beauty here. Look at this beauty. Look at that. They are ready to go. And in fall, a lot of us as gardeners seem to stop gardening, and it's very important to make sure your garden beds keep active, keep those microorganisms, keep them flowing, keep them going. Try not to let your garden beds go to a waste. Do not leave them uncovered so they still retain all that goodness in there. Even better, just plant something in there like the brassicas. You know, you have certain varieties of kale which are very good for the cold, your garlic, your turnips, your leeks, your, those, right now, because it's fall, you can get your Chinese vegetables in. You can add a thyme, because thyme can be quite hardy. You can add you literally can add any variety of radishes. I said that twice, but there's any variety of radishes in there. And you can have other things, for example, like the kohlrabi that I'm going to be putting in. You can have the collard greens, but obviously the collard greens do tend to die when the frost comes. But if you can get it right, you can have them, because I do have some collards in here. Look at this. Let me turn you around. These are some beautiful collard greens, and these are Georgia collard greens I got from my broke farmer. Shout out to you, my boy. I still have your seeds still giving me some love. Look at that. These beautiful, and I'm hoping they can hang in there and I can get a couple of leaves off them, for the rest of the season, the early part of the fall, which we're heading to right now. We're actually in fall right now because it's time to get colder, and when the time is going back this month, October, we are losing 1 hour. We're losing 1 hour. It is what it is, but that's how it goes. But I don't want my garden to look like this. Let me give you a sneak peek of my neighbor. That will give you insight, of what I'm talking about. I am kind of like being sneaky, which is terrible, but I just want to show you what I don't want my garden beds to look like. I don't want my garden beds to look like this. Just nothing. There's a few things there, but I'm sure he won't be out here in the cold. This was looking amazing in the summertime, but I don't want my weeds to be taken over. I want food throughout the year. There's some beautiful dino kale over there. He has some stuff, but I don't want mine to look like this. I want mine to look like the way it is right now. Let me take you back over to mine. I want it to still have something until the frost. And even then, these guys will be still fine. My carrots will be fine even with a good amount of frost. My kohlrabi will be fine. All the few things which are the radish will be fine. The turnips will be great. Some of the potatoes will be fine. I still want to be able to come out here because this is my grocery. This is my grocery. I repeat, this is my grocery. And if I can come out here when the time is cold, when everybody's sitting there going to the shop all the time, and still eat some healthy, good stuff, I'm winning all day long. And look at mine. This is still going to be lush, at least for the next couple of months. These guys are getting this strength so they can, and I will try to see if I can protect it. If you look, I got a hoop here and another hoop at the end, and I have frost blankets where I'm going to put over. See all these hoops here that I have here? I'm going to have just a little bit of protection so I can still kind of like make sure to keep the frost off. But that is not what I'm here for. Today I'm going to get my beautiful kohlrabi there. I'm going to get some out and get them filled up. But first, I need to clear out that. So that's what I'm going to do now. I do have some in there ready, but it's fine. Companion planting all the way. I said my lettuce is in there. I have some kale that's popping up. The kohlrabi is going to be going there. And some other things where I think about it might actually end up in here, but who knows? I might stick some garlic around the edges, so garlic can be all around all these beds. I want all of these beds to have garlic throughout the whole time of growth, because that garlic needs that cold. So I'm planning to have garlic everywhere. I'm trying to keep Dracula out of here. I'm seeing Dracula movies for day one, and I heard vampires don't like garlic. So my mind with garlic, I think I'm trying to keep Dracula from taking my plants this year, or should I say the next season of growth. I don't care. I need my stuff to be growing right through the year. And right now, with the situation that's happening around the world, food is so important. Let me explain that to you. It's so important. You know, if you guys have not realized that, if you don't know where some of your food is coming from, you don't know what you're consuming. So let me go and see if I can secure at least some food for the rest of the growing season that I have before the frost, cold, and snow comes in this bad boy. So let me go get my kohlrabi in. We'll be back. So guys, I've made a loop or a hoop with a bamboo stick with a zip tie to kind of like create this little dome shape. So when the birds are troubling my stuff, I can put my mesh over it, which I will actually put my mesh over it and keep it a little bit protected from these birds which are going to try to pick off the leaves. And look at that, I've cleaned it all out. I left the purple basil in there, and I'm going to add my kohlrabi at the back right here and throughout. And yeah, get this garden growing throughout the year. I want everything to be there. And the edge, as I said earlier, along the edges here, I'm going to have all garlic growing up. And it's fine. I have no problem with it. Let's get it going. Let me go get the small transplants and get them in the ground. So I've got the small, amazing purple kohlrabi. I'm just going to fill it out. I'm going to give it about 6 centimeter in between each one and try to fill up this gap. And I do have a blue curly kale. There's a tiny baby one. I'm going to stick that in there as well and let it do its thing. If it doesn't make it, I'll be very devastated, but it's okay. I'm trying to still grow food throughout the year, and I can still grow more later on. So I'm going to just, because I do a no-dig variety of garden or way to garden, I try never to turn the soil too much. I know it looks a bit turned right now. That's because I was removing some absolutely annoying weeds, the bindweeds, which I have a hard time dealing with here in the UK. That's about 6, maybe a little bit more than 6 centimeters, because I want to give it the opportunity to get that bulb, which is so amazing and sweet, especially in the winter time because of the coldness. You know, the brassicas love that coldness, and it becomes sweeter with beautiful flavors. And you can eat the leaves as well. It's a beautiful brassica, and it's delicious, and it can handle the cold very well, even snow and hard frost. So it's a very good one to add to your garden if you are doing a garden. I would advise anybody just to really always try to garden throughout the year. Always try to have food on your table for your family. or friends or neighbors. And that's what it's all about. And if none of your neighbors or family have never heard of kohlrabi, let them try it. They might actually find it really amazing to consume each year when you're growing. Look at that. That looks amazing. I think it looks good. It's a good size. It's a good start. And I'm going to have more going in. And that is it for your boy. I'm going to be out here putting some more stuff in the garden. And let me tell you, it's a blessing. It's an amazing thing. And please do not forget to take care of the planet. And I'll give you an update in about a week's time, maybe a week or two, once it's got its strength in the garden. Or I might do a week, who knows? Randomness is pretty important sometimes. And yeah, it's your boy, Mr. Green Hands. Take care and then happy gardening. And don't forget to please take care of the planet, because we just have to.